Hiya, my name's Charley Genever. I am a poet. I'm one of the We the Poets team, and today I am going to be sharing some tips, some tricks, some insight, I guess, into how I actually rehearse, learn, and use my phone and voice recording to get better at performance. There are some things that we all feel about ourselves when we perform, things like finding your voice cringe, not knowing what's comfortable for you in terms of how much or how little to perform and act, as well as trying to learn them by heart. I've definitely been there when I've been on stage and your mind just goes blank. You think you've learnt it, but there's the microphone, there's the audience, and no words are in your head. So what I do a lot is record myself reading, performing, practicing my poems, just using the voice note app. You can also use WhatsApp and send voice notes to yourself. You can message yourself on WhatsApp. Okay, so if you want to kind of have a play along with me while you're watching this, you will need a poem of your choice. It's hard to get over that first hurdle, but my first tip is to just start. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you're on your own, where you can hit record and do maybe 3 to 5 initial takes of your poem. Just do it naturally, just do it how you would imagine or hope to do it at an open mic. Then, once you've warmed your voice up, I want you to set yourself a silly mini challenge to read your poem. There's going to be some options coming up on the screen in a second, and you can pause there to pick a few and have a go. The aim of this really is to just get over that fear, that anxiety around sounding and looking silly. So give yourself permission to do it in a safe place on your own where you can let it all out. You'll hopefully find once you've done that a few times, the next time you go to practice it or the next time you go to do it at an open mic, it probably won't feel as scary. It might feel a bit more natural because you've pushed yourself to the extreme. Okay, so if you had a go at that little warm-up challenge, I've sneakily tricked you into getting a head start on my next tip, which is all about honing the use of intonation and voice. Think about the stress and the emphasis that you place on certain words and how that can help the audience hold on to the message that you're trying to deliver. Take one of your sentences and repeat the sentence. And again, record yourself doing this and then listen back. Each read through, place a stress on a different word in order. So let's say my sentence is repeat one sentence of your poem. 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 So you see how like those subtle different stresses, some of them felt really unnatural, some of them changed the meaning of the sentence slightly or gave an additional kind of feeling to it. If you want to go hard and do it for every single line of your poem, feel free. But I'd recommend maybe doing this for like the key messages or the key refrain or any of your favourite lines or the lines that have multiple clauses in them, so are a bit longer and a bit more long-winded. Those are kind of the good ones to have a go at this with. Tip 3 is to use your voice recording and your practicing reciting your poem as a way to edit and fine-tune the words themselves. You might find as you're reciting your poem that you stumble over the same sentence multiple times. You might find that a word or a phrase just doesn't feel right inside, it doesn't sit right. All of that is for a reason, and maybe the poem universe is telling you to make subtle changes to that so that the phrasing or the syntax of the sentence, or maybe it's a sentence that you could remove entirely. So what I suggest doing now is do one more take that is a more natural, realistic, hold that image or that idea in your head. Imagine at the same time you're performing to a crowd that are really feeling you, really supportive. If you stumble, go with it, don't stop. Keep going, try and hold yourself in that moment. Don't let a fumble or a stumble pull you out completely and then you have to start again. So do that one entire full take of your poem, then immediately listen back. Immediately listen back and see what you notice. Is there anything you want to change? Anything that doesn't make sense? Anything you really like that you've done that you can make a mental note of to do again? Okay, so if you've made it this far, hopefully you're feeling a little bit more confident, a little bit more excited at the idea of performing. So I'd like you to put all of that energy into one final recording and give it your all. Imagine this is the last performance you're ever going to do. You want to leave everything on that stage. You are going to go there, drop the mic, set the stage on fire and walk off into utopia. So hold on to that energy. This is me motivating you. Do your best take so far, record yourself, and then I'm going to tell you some ways you can use that best take recording. Tips for what to do when you're happy with a recording. I guess tip 1, send it into We The Poets. We'll try and feature it on the show. Email mark@wethepoets.com. Genuinely though, like if you're happy with it, put it out in the world in some way. But in terms of being able to learn your lines, learn your poem by heart, this is something I do all the time. I will listen to that recording as part of my everyday routine, whether that's doing the washing up, putting my makeup on in the morning, in the bath. And you can either recite the words along with it, out loud, lip sync, have the words in front of you and read along. Depends what kind of learner you are. That is how you can then use that recording to help you learn the poem by heart and make and fine tune again and again. Like, I'm always learning new stuff and adding new bits to my poems. So don't feel like because you've done this amazing take, you can't improve it further or change it in some way.